Hello, vlog. Vlog time. I am waiting on my husband, picking him up from work, and then we are going to go to Carly together. He's coming with me because he doesn't have much of a choice. I am going to get in my next size up, well, hopefully. So just quickly updating. My ears have done pretty well, I have to say. They're completely, like, you can see I'm doing a lot to them, and there's absolutely no pain. This one, of course, is my bitch ear. Also, zero pain. And the ring is moving really, really easily in this one, and even more easily in this one. So they were irritated for this one. Was irritated for roughly a week. Not irritated bad, just sensitive, a little bit sore. It got a little bit crusty, and a tiny little bit swollen. Not really swollen, just the fistula. The actual hole itself was a little bit stiff, but there goes a bus. But I massaged it constantly. I started, after the first couple of days, I stopped doing sea salt soaks every single day. And I started doing them like every other day, and now I do them once a week. And that's just really to draw out any impurities, because it stops that funky smell. You know, your piercings can get a funky smell. That's just dead skin cells and sebum that collects in there and smells nasty. So the sea salt helps with that. And then, but now I'm at the point, I mean, this is going on 8 weeks now that I've had these, and they are perfectly fine. Like I said, I can now take them out. I take them out when I'm showering, and then I make sure that I still massage the lobes. You still want to massage the lobes no matter what, because it helps to thicken them up. Oh, let me take off my sunglasses. Aha! Makeup. It helps to thicken up the skin, thicken up the lobes, make them strong, and that will set you up for to avoid thinning of your earlobes as you stretch. Now, my ears were pierced pretty much dead center of my lobes, thankfully. The doctor that pierced them when I was 6 did a really good job. But yeah, they're pierced pretty much dead center, so I've got a lot of space for stretching, and I don't want to go super thin on the bottom. I still want to be able to see lobe when I have in my plugs or my tunnels. And yeah, so I am pretty happy with them and how they've healed up. And I'm not going to take these out now to show you, because then the ball would get lost and I'm sitting in the car, and that's really not a good idea. My little update, my ear update. And yeah, so I'm going to take you guys with me as usual to see Carly and see how she's doing. Let's go. Hello. Runner extraordinaire over here.
Hey, wait, you eyebrows.
So Carly, what did you just come? You just came, what did you place in your big marathon run thing?
Oh my god.
What was it, a 10K?
You mean the one I went away and did? It was a half marathon. I think it was like 82 or something.
Nice.
It was a world
That's not
championship.
bad.
So yeah, I mean I did like what I set out to do.
And you set a personal best, right?
Yeah, it was personal best. It's national record.
Cool.
So.
Okay, show me your pants. Because you never have on short pants.
I know, I actually have one short.
So awesome. Is that a lotus?
Yeah.
It's a lotus and a dragon. And it's very sexy. I love it. Okay.
I'll do more eventually.
Yeah. I'm videoing. Jonathan is the man that did all of my tattoos, people. So hi. He's busy. He's kind of busy. The room again. It's the room. Hey, look, you haven't been here before. Look. Buddha.
Oh, nice.
Here we are. Okay, so I'm gonna hand over the phone to the husband. Oh, these are what I'm getting. I forgot that I ordered these ones.
These are nice.
They're awesome.
Yeah, I really like them.
So they're gonna be a lot easier for me to deal with them, because taking out the ball and taking this out and then getting the ball back in is such
real
pain in the ass.
And then you don't want to drop that ball, because if you drop that ball,
Listen, I was driving.
you won't take it.
I was driving and I felt something go boop, 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 and I was like, well, hold on, what is that? And the ball actually fell off, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Come in close, baby. My horn thingy is going in. Okay. And
Oh
it has
man,
a silky
it
purse.
is. Feeling that? Yeah.
Nope.
Right in. Going right in.
It's going right in?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Check it out.
That's an 8.
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Your ears are fantastic.
I should have had a camera on for that. That was epic.
That should have been on video though.
I know,
We
right?
can slow
epic.
motion replay.
I know, right? Carly sliding under the camera was fabulous. Oh, it's not coming out. That's what she said. I get sound effects when I get here.
Yeah.
I can't even feel
There
it.
you go.
So it seems that whenever I come to Carly, right, we always end up having to change the jewelry. And because we ordered in these 8s for me, and they're like literally, I'm gonna show you, they're literally slipping all the way through with absolutely no problem. I mean, that's probably a good thing. I could wear 8 for a little while, and then in maybe 3 or 4 weeks, be ready for a 6. So we're gonna put in, instead of the claws, which I really love, we're gonna put in a little pair of plugs.
The bigger the better.
The bigger the better.
The bigger the better.
That's funny, Carly. Carly is encouraging me. A little pinch. No, yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit tighter now.
Yeah, it feels a little bit tighter. Yeah, I can tell.
Tighter than the claws. I got a little bit of a pinch there, but again, nothing. How do you like those ones, huh? These are fun. This is when you start to feel like you're actually doing something, when you're able to wear a tunnel.
Feel the little,
When
yeah.
you're able to wear a tunnel that actually that you can see through, and it's not this puny little pathetic pinpoint hole.
Now I'm gonna do my dance moves. This
Carly,
game.
I know.
I'm seeing one that Jay was on the. That's what we're doing today on Facebook.
Jay?
Jason, he's telling me about
The half marathon that he did from Bathsheba?
Yes.
Oh,
Big
yeah,
train.
yeah, I watched.
Hey.
And then
All you people who run, right?
Horse Hill does my
Horse Hill.
Yeah, I
Watch
gave him a
him.
drive up, man. I took him to the start.
Nah.
I watched. I didn't actually run that one, but yeah, he looked. Well, let me say, everyone looked when they reached the top of Horse Hill. Like, okay.
You know what? Those tapers are probably a 9 and not an 8. Because they were
They're on the smaller end,
Yeah, on the smaller
probably.
end of it.
See what I said about different manufacturers?
It's so
and stuff?
true.
It's happens all the time. It's kind of like
So true. Have you tried bodyartforms.com?
no.
I went and looked on some they have like a forum and everything. I don't know if it's wholesale, but they're really nice.
Yeah.
This is the one thing I think about stretching your ears that kind of sucks, is that you now have jewelry you can't use.
use.
Thank you, Carly. No problem. Guys. Hi guys. So it has been 3 days. I got the tunnels put in on Tuesday, and it is now Friday. And I just wanted to do a quick update. They are absolutely fine. I haven't had any crusting whatsoever. I haven't had any pain other than the initial very, very mild soreness. Like, I'm wary of saying, oh, there was a pinch or there was soreness, because, you know, one person's pain is not the same as another. Your threshold is different, but it didn't feel like anything, literally. Just that you can feel them going in, which is kind of the point. I'm kind of sorry I couldn't get the tapers, those long open-ended kind of horn tapers, because they were really cute, but they just were, they would have stood straight out of my ear if I tried to sleep in them. So I think plugs are better for now, or tunnels. So this is a little tunnel. We'll get close up if you guys can see. It is a little tunnel. It does have a little hole in it, but of course, because I've got my dark hair back here, you're not going to be able to see through it quite, you know. But even the bit chair is fine. And I can actually I can spin it in the ears. So without any pain, I can pretty much do what I want with my ears. So this is, I think, a pretty good stretch, because although they are tight, they're not painful. They're not, you know, they're not hurting. And they're not really, you know, I've been taking them off. I'll actually show you. Hang on. Right. So now I've taken off the little washer thing. And so you can see what the holes look like. I'm not going to remove the tunnels just yet. And then what I'll do is I'll use a little cotton swab and use my oil. I've just been lazy. My holy butter is here, but it's a drive to get to where it is to pick it up, and I've been too lazy, and lazy in parts and then way too busy in other parts just to go get it. But the olive oil and tea tree mixture is working really, really well for me. So I'll use a cotton swab and just put it around there. And then I'll actually push this back ever so slightly so that it's sitting flush against the ear, if you can see that. And then I can do the back because it's lifted a little bit. And I use a tiny baby Q-tip like these ones. If you can see, those are really, really small. So they get right up into, oh, come out. They get right up into my, and right behind. I can't show you this because this is kind of handheld here. So yeah, but they're moving around fine, and I'm soaking them once a day. I don't need to soak them any more than that, I don't think. And I soak them with the washer off as well so that I can, again, push this back, and then salt water can get to both the back. Can you see that? The back and the front. And then I'll move them around, and then, you know, and the massage really just consists of me getting it well in there with the Q-tip, and then I will put the washer back on and roll them around in the hole. So yeah, that's it for my third stretching update. So I'm now at an 8, and depending on how these work, I might get some tape and tape them up in a couple of weeks, and that way when I go in for my 6, because I've heard that jumps from 8 to 6 and then from 6 to 4 can tend to be the hardest. I don't know why, but yeah, so I'm probably going to use some tape from now until I can get in a 6 plug. Well, not from now. In a couple of weeks, I'll start taping up. So if I do decide to do that, I will definitely film a vlog for you. So yeah, thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.